boys.
Go get him. Get him. Jinkies. A predator lost his glasses. Jinkies. Oh, Scoob. What kind of mysteries we got ourselves into today, Alan?
Why are you doing this?
Because you're a
No, I'm not.
You came to meet a little boy talking about how many guys you got
I'm not interested in, man, okay? I'm not interested. I just want to go home.
You think I'm selling you something?
Yo, these pred catches are getting out of hand. They had this man crawling like he was looking for a revive in Fortnite. They got this man doing the Velma special. They got this man on the floor in a Target yelling jinkies. That is actually embarrassing. And what's even more embarrassing is that this man was out here saying, I'm not interested, as if he didn't just try to link up with a teenager. He's acting like this man is some sort of door-to-door salesman. I mean, I did try to meet up with a little boy, but I'm not interested. Like, bro, he's not trying to sell you something. He's trying to get you locked up in that slammer, my guy. But if you thought that this was crazy, when I tell you these pred catches get even more insane, lately there's been a whole new wave of pred catchers, and instead of just embarrassing these predators like Chris Hansen, Skeeter Jean, or predator poachers,
Where are you, black?
Yeah, it's probably a angry or something.
people are now just straight up beating up these predators.
You said maybe.
That's not active. Affirmative or disavowed.
You keep pointing that finger at me, and you're gonna get your ringed. Now, maybe isn't a good answer to try to pick up little boys, is it? Is maybe a good answer? We gotta trying to take off here. Going down. He's trying to pick up little kids. Oh, I missed. This man's trying to pick up a little boy on the internet.
This one genuinely cracks me up every time I see it. The way that this man just gave him the pimp slap of death mid-sentence. It also cracks me up how this man literally just swings, misses, and says, ooh, I missed.
Oh, I missed.
Like it's some sort of arcade game. Like, bro. And to top it all off, this man just runs him into the table. Like, peak entertainment, if I do say so myself. Here's another pred catch where this predator ends up getting slapped up.
Who used your picture and told them that little girl that you was gonna be here right now?
I don't know, bro.
All right.
You don't know?
Do you want to get the police involved?
You don't know? You think I'm stupid?
No, I don't think you're
Okay,
stupid.
so is some CIA agent using your picture, or are you using your picture?
The other night, I was talking to somebody on
Hold my
a
phone.
different
And what?
app.
And what? No, hold on. And what happened?
It was a-
so
it
you're
was
not
a-
here. You're not here to meet a 13-year-old girl?
No.
My bad, Josh. My bad, Josh. This boy's lying out his ass.
Excuse me, everybody!
Trying to pick up a little girl.
right here came to be the 13-year-old girl off the app Whisper
You on the farm, right? So you
He's
used to
a
rednecks. You used to rednecks.
in your city.
Now, the two main pred catchers that are beating on these predators are a guy that goes by the name of Jay Carnicom DAP and Shua Mundi. And if you thought that they couldn't get any crazier, there's another pred catch that they did where they literally hit this man with a Walmart cart.
You thought you were meeting a 13-year-old boy tonight? Don't grab my phone. Why'd you gonna meet a 13-year-old? Why were you gonna meet a 13-year-old boy? This man was trying to meet a 13-year-old boy for.
And with these pred catches, there's even moments where these predators will even try to fight back.
You wanna go out and scrap?
For what? What's that gonna solve?
Let's go. Finally.
What was that for, man?
Finally. Come on.
Hey, hello. Why?
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I love that.
Now, when it comes to these types of pred catches where they're putting their hands on these predators, I'm seeing two sides to it. Some people think that maybe these pred catchers are going a little too far and they should just get the evidence and let the police do the rest of the work instead of beating on these predators. Even though these preds are bad people and they're trying to link up with children, some people are saying that they shouldn't be getting beaten on at the end of the day because it's just straight up unprofessional. They should just embarrass the predators, then give the paperwork to the police. Like, that's just more of a professional rational approach. But then others think that the police isn't doing enough, / these preds aren't really getting what they truly deserve, so these beatings are pretty justified. Those are like the two main sides I'm seeing. Now, I will say I do understand both sides, and I do believe these predators are deserving of these beatings, because at the end of the day, like I said, they're trying to meet up with little kids. That is disgusting and that is illegal. Why are you, as a 40-year-old man, trying to link up with a child or even a teenager? Like, that's just straight up disgusting, my guy. Imagine if these dudes didn't show up and a child showed up instead. What would have happened? That kid would have been traumatized. Something really bad would have happened, you know? But at the same time, I do think that these beatings are very dangerous, because you never really know what these preds have on them. Also, a lot of people have crash out tendencies nowadays. It'd be nothing for a predator to just straight up blick up the spot after they get exposed, since their life is already basically over. There's actually a situation where a predator actually shot one of these individuals. I believe it was Jay Carnicom, during a pred catch. Basically what happened, they caught this predator in target and they started following him around once they saw him and eventually confronted him.
Yo, is that Dante?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's Dante.
My man, you want to have a conversation about what you're doing here?
And once this predator notices that they have a phone recording him, he goes to reach for the phone and they kind of start to get into like a little scuffle. And once that happens, the cameraman drops the camera and intervenes, so you can't see much, but you can obviously hear what's going on still.
What's up? What's up, boy?
Then mid scuffle, you can hear a gunshot go off.
Watch out. Get up off me.
And unfortunately, one of the pred catchers got shot in the leg. Now, I don't think the shot affected the pred catcher as much, because after he got shot, it sounds like they still continued to like wrestle a bit with each other.
Put that down, bro.
And after they were done like wrestling with the guy, they eventually ended up taking his gun and the predator ran off.
I got shot or something.
I got the gun away, brother.
Josh, he was gonna kill me. He was gonna kill all of us. What?
Now, obviously, this predator did get exposed, but at the same time, one of the hunters were shot and it could have been way worse. And this is why I understand that side where people think that the police should really handle these situations, because it's like, at the end of the day, this could have ended terribly. It really could have. Luckily, it didn't, but it easily could have. There's actually a pred catcher that was killed, and he went by the name of Boopac Shakur, or Footage Gang 248 on Instagram. And a lot of people suspected that he actually died during a pred catch. A quick summary of like his content: basically what he'd do, he'd catch predators in Michigan by posing as a underage girl online. Once he'd meet up with these predators, he'd embarrass them, slap them, break their car windows, or even slash their tires. And one day when he was out, he walked into a diner and he confronted this group of two. One was 16 going on 17 and the other was 18 years old. And that confrontation turned into a fist fight, and then that fist fight turned into a shooting. The 16-year-old actually shot Boopac, and then later on that night, Boopac ended up passing away. Like I said, people suspected that his death was from a pred catch. There's no real confirmed evidence from the police to back up that claim, but I started to do a little digging with this because I just thought it was pretty interesting. Now, some sources are saying that Boopac actually accused one of the two of being a pedophile, and that's why he punched the guy. That's what one source is saying. Another source, which is an Instagram comment on his most recent post, which, I mean, that right there could already tell you like the validity of this, but I'm still going to say it anyway. The comment states that a predator that he caught before maced him in the situation, and Boopac saw him in that diner, and that's why he confronted him. And then that's when the whole altercation happened. Now, my takeaway from it, if this death was from a predator catch, then that's just another example of why these vigilante predator catches are pretty dangerous. But if this death wasn't caused because of that, then I mean, we can just throw it out the window, you know? This has nothing to do with a predator catch, you know? He was a pred catcher, but his death wasn't caused from a predator catch. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these vigilante pred catches in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. Make sure to follow my Twitch at TwitchCameronWAK. Make sure to join my Discord, link in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out my most recent video. It'll be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron, and I'm out.